The Economic Freedom Fighters, EFF, resignation of Floyd Shivambu and his subsequent shift to the MK party have completely upended South Africa's political landscape. Please kindly hit on the subscribe button as we go into the details. The motivations that persuaded Shivambu to make this drastic change have come to light, providing insight into the strategic thinking that went into his decision. According to those with knowledge of the situation, Shivambu received an alluring offer from the MK party that positioned him as a key player in their long-term plans. As a condition of the agreement, Shivambu was guaranteed the presidency of the MK party until 2030, which would have given him significant power and authority inside the organization. Furthermore, he was extended an invitation to assume the crucial function of head of policy and governance, which would enable him to control the party's legislative program and strategic orientation. The agreement gave Shivambu unparalleled power inside the MK party and included complete control of the movement, which was maybe the most important aspect. Shivambu is said to have found this offer, which essentially gave him control over the MK party, too alluring to turn down, particularly in light of his apparent stagnation within the EFF. Despite being one of the EFF's founding members and acting as deputy president, sources said Shivambu had reached a stage where he felt he could no longer effectively influence the organization's course. He probably made the choice to depart in large part due to his increasing dissatisfaction with the constraints of his employment. Reports that the EFF's leader, Julius Malema, made a desperate attempt to retain Shivambu in the party underscored how serious the issue was. Malema is said to have spent many hours attempting to convince his steadfast comrade to change his mind at Shivambu's residence. Showing there at 10 p.m. and remaining until 3 a.m., Shivambu remained unwavering in the face of these attempts, finally coming to the conclusion that the MK party offered him the best chance of success due to its increased power and influence. Shivambu's departure signifies a momentous shift for the EFF and the MK party. The loss of such a well-known leader for the EFF is a setback that can deepen internal conflicts and damage the party's reputation. However, the MK party considers the appointment of a leader of Shivambu's caliber to be a significant coup that might increase its popularity and legitimacy, particularly as it looks to become a powerful force in South African politics. This action also reflects the more general dynamics of the shifting power dynamics and alliances in South Africa's political environment. The next few months will be critical in assessing how this redistribution of political power will affect the larger picture, and if Shivambu's risk will pay off in the long run as the MK party picks up steam under his leadership. Once more, Julius Malema, the head of the Economic Freedom Fighters, EFF, has made an unexpected offer to Floyd Shivambu, his deputy, that seems to go beyond the party's rigorous adherence to the Constitution. In a recent speech, Malema said, "People cannot leave the EFF, join another political party, and then return to the party in accordance with the party's constitution. However, I have offered Floyd that you are most than welcome to return whenever you like." This claim suggests a possible divide between Shivambu and Malema and casts doubt on Shivambu's loyalty to the party. It is apparent from the EFF's constitution that members who quit the party to join another political group are not allowed to come back. This regulation aims to prevent opportunistic conduct among its members and preserve party loyalty. Malema's offer to Shivambu, nevertheless, raises the possibility that there is more going on behind the scenes. It is impossible to overstate the importance of Malema's action. In addition to expressing his admiration for Shivambu personally, it also suggests a potential calculated attempt to retain a significant figure inside the party. Since the EFF's founding, Shivambu has been a key player. Therefore, the party would surely suffer a great loss if he left. This offer also calls into question whether Malema, as the party's leader, has the authority to create exceptions for strategic or interpersonal reasons, as well as the Constitution's degree of flexibility. The EFF has always portrayed itself as a party that upholds law and order and strictly follows its own set of guidelines. Any departure from this might be seen as a challenge to the party's core values. The party's internal cohesiveness may be undermined, according to critics, if this action sets a risky precedent that allows other members to quit and return whenever they like. But there is no denying Malema's power inside the EFF, and his word often has more authority than the stated guidelines. Malema's proposal to Shivambu would